I feel very awkward filming in my car, but right now I'm my first stop on the way to my old unit, which is Trigger. Well, I've got a few supplies that I'll need. Probably forgot a bunch of stuff. I can't remember anything that's mine and that's my friends, and a bunch of food as well. And I would say this is the start of my new journey to do mechanics, I guess. See you. I'm just organising stuff that's mine and stuff that's my friends in this beautiful garage. It is full of shite, really. Right now I'm organising the two Halford sets we both have, and one's more rusty, one's less rusty. That's how I know which one's mine, because mine's the less rusty one. But I'm still missing a lot of tools, and annoyingly I forgot my toolkit at home, so I don't know if I have double of anything or if I'm just missing something. So now I'm just going to have to deal with what I can get and leave him with most of the useful stuff, because I probably have the useful stuff with me. But I'm not sure, and I feel like I'm going to have to visit here one more time, because I'm probably going to miss something or take something that's not actually mine. So yeah, I'm just going to clear out all my stuff and take it away. This place is basically empty now, and the Skoda is literally like full. I mean full. I thought it was going to be like, it'll be easy, it'll easily fit everything in one go. It's brim. Like completely full of stuff, even here. So, this is my new unit. My Skoda, my Peugeot. Unit. Look at that. So much room for activities. Look at all this little corner here. Lights. Decent amount of plugs. Don't know what that is. And the toilet behind this wall, which is awesome. Woo. Hello. New garage, new unit. I'll start unpacking some things. And I know the audio is a bit shit because I haven't yet got on a lav mic, which I will do. Because all I have right now is my phone. That's how I'm going to start. I have to start somewhere. Yeah. Gonna start unloading things. This unit's great. It's got this whole lovely bench thing here that the last owners have left, and they were garage people. They've got special toolkits, car tools, diagnostic electrics, axle stands, got it all nicely organised. Big double door that I can fit probably any car through. It's pretty nice, it's pretty decent. Everything is wooden, so everything reverberates, everything sounds horrible. And everyone or all the other units can hear me if they were here. I don't know who's here right now. There's 2 cars parked outside. I don't know anyone here. Yeah, I've got the Peugeot here that I'm going to start working on, but first I want to look into 2 things for the Skoda. Well, 3. Need to figure out what this noise is. I think it's the AC clutch, because only when the AC is on it makes a horrific sound. When the AC is off it makes a less horrific sound. And it just randomly makes this noise. It's a humming, almost like an electric motor humming, but it's not the fan of the car. And it's not dependent on RPM, luckily, so I think it's to do with the clutch for the AC. If it has that, I don't actually know how that works. I'll look into it. I obviously want to rejoin the back of the car. I realise I'm explaining things that I've never explained before, because I've never done this before. So I'm probably going to have to do a lot of editing. So this is going to be editing hell for me, because I'm learning all of this. I'm doing this all for the first time. I'm very shy. I don't like doing this right now, but I think I need to. It's sort of my dream. In the end, I would like to fully restore cars, not just do stupid little fixes and get money out of them, but that's what I'm going to have to do for now. I'm going to add pictures for context. This is a Skoda I bought for 400 quid with MOT.
Oh, I love it. It's got the blues, man.
Oh, does it have the front ones? Are they lighting up?
On yet.
Yeah, try and see if they turn on. Oh, the rears do.
Oh,
that's cool. The actual, that's so cool.
Sick. So I've got the white button,
which is get out the fucking way. That is that.
to activate the siren first, then it works.
Yeah.
And then obviously we have this one.
And it only has 100% thousand miles. It's a fire service vehicle, so it's got the horn, it works. It's got the lights, it works. But most of the electronics in there were to do with recording, audio and video, so we got rid of most of it, but it's all apart, and a friend of mine was helping me with it, and I'm probably going to try and finish the job on my own. So the whole interior is just to shreds right now, because there's so many wires in the car, it's painful. And yeah, that's sort of the progress with that car. And I've got the Peugeot here, which I managed to get a trade. I got this as a trade for my 406. I had a 3-litre V6 coupe 406. Awesome car, but it got run knock and I lost all motivation to work on it because it's a French car. I hated it. I hated every part of it, and there was everything on it was broken. Somehow, some kid, I was going to scrap for £120, and a kid decided to message me on Facebook Marketplace when I was trying to sell it for 200, and said, "Oh, why don't we trade cars?" And he gave me a fully functioning MOT Peugeot 308. It's got a few issues, but they're pretty minor. It's very easy to fix. Clutch is unusably high, I barely got it here. And it's got French electronic issues. None of the engine sensors work. It's idling weird, it's idling rough. A friend of mine plugged his Peugeot Planet into it, Lexia, and figured out that it's throwing every timing code it can. So, probably the guys have gone, maybe it's timing, could be the VVT itself. I looked into it, it's quite simple, it's a chain engine. I have no idea what's wrong with the chain, but that'll be a nice learning experience. And I think I'm just going to have to do the timing kit for it. That's what's going to have to happen, and then hopefully it'll be fixed. If not, I can buy a solenoid, which might fix it, and if not, I can buy the VVT itself. It's all really cheap, luckily, for these engines. It's a 1.6 petrol. So that, I'll probably do the clutch at the same time. And then hopefully I can just sell it and then keep going. Selling, buying, get bigger, like other people have gotten. I also have my MX-5, beautiful, I'll show pictures, beautiful green MX-5 I have. I've gotten it to a condition where it's very nice and I like to drive it, but it needs, I'm very passionate about that car and it needs a full restoration. It needs like £2,000 put into it at least. It needs all the suspension redone, everything about it is broken. Engine is mint. Engine I'll just leave fine, it's fine. And clutch is completely falling apart. They have definitely at some point replaced the clutch because it's at a nice spot, even though it has almost 100,000 miles. But they put a cheap pivot bearing in, it's obvious, because it just went. It's just clunking around when you go to first and reverse, and it just sounds horrible. It makes a horrible noise when you go uphill, every time you go uphill, because the gravity pulls it down and you can hear it jumping around. So I'm not driving that anymore, but I'll get it here at some point so it's stored in the dry before the winter. And right now I'm keeping it at home because it's an MOT vehicle that'll get me to work. Because this thing has its MOT in less than a month. So I need to get it sorted. As soon as that thing passes, that's my daily. Skoda's my daily. And the MX-5 will probably just have to sit around until I make more money and get to do work on it. Because I'm not going to sell it. I'm keeping it forever, I'm not selling that car. So it doesn't make sense to put money into it right now. Because I don't have spare money. I need to put all my money into things that I can sell like this. Even though I will be doing the timing kit on the Skoda, because it's the only thing that can go on the car and it's the only thing that has maybe never been serviced, literally it. Everything else on it's been very clearly serviced and it's nice. And this is going to be some sort of progress video, I guess. It's going to be fun to look at this in the future if I succeed. Yeah, this is my dream. So here's the boot of the Skoda, And yeah, it's full of stuff. And actually, there was an entire auxiliary battery there, and it's an AGM battery, so it weighs like a solid, genuinely 40 kilos maybe. Just ridiculous. Like, this car had so much weight in the back, just ridiculous. And then it had literally just all of that. There's a bunch of other stuff that they also took out, so it must have been insane. There's a bunch of stuff in here. There's a AC, DC something converter, basically to get power to a computer, which I would like to convert to a UK standard plug, because this thing and this thing can switch between 115, which is what it was set to, as you can see, and 240, so European. So I would love to try and do that. I'm not that big into electronics. My friend was meant to do this, and I don't think he's going to have the time. Like, I'll try, but I think I might have to figure this out on my own, which is going to be really fun. But everything that's left here, I believe, is necessary to make the sirens and the lights work, which I would like to. Like, it's really cool. To some degree, might be a little bit illegal, but it's really cool. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I need to figure out where stuff goes, and hopefully wrap my brain around it. These are all the trim bits, and then the white stuff, and that is just what they had in here. So it's missing the whole bottom trim, but yeah. Okay, so I've done a bit of cleaning, I've done a bit of vacuuming. All of these wires do not connect anymore, and they all just connect there. I'm very tempted to cut all of that. The only problem is I've already set the horn off once, because I cut two wires at the same time. I know, stupid me. And the thing is, I really don't want anything to touch and ground. And there's so many wires. And stupid me does not have electrical tape. I would literally just electrical tape every single end, shove it in there, forget about it, because I don't care where it goes. Same thing on this side, same thing everywhere here. Even here it goes somewhere, God knows where. And then I can put the trim back and basically be done with it, because I don't think right now I've got the time to move all this stuff. Because theoretically, what I really want to do is take all this stuff and shove it in there. And I think it'll fit. It'll be a tight squeeze, but I think it'll fit. And then I have a spare wheel well. But it's not going to be easy at all. It's really not going to be easy. And I also need to figure out how to take that piece of wood out that's underneath there, because it's not screwed in. It isn't. It is glued in. So that's going to be hell. And I also don't have a spare tyre yet, or spare wheel yet to put in here, so it's not necessary. But I would like to do it. And I still have not managed to get a false floor for this. It is so rare for the Mark II. It was a extra, and it was a standard option if you only got like the top spec Elegance, I believe, and they're all gone. There's not a single one on sale in the country. The only luck I've had is with braking cars, and they rarely show it in the boot, but the one I have seen, I've messaged, and they just said, nope, can't post it, and it's like a 6-hour drive away. And I don't think I can be bothered that much to get something like that. But it would make this car so much better. It's literally made for it. You can see the little cutouts at the back, and then it would be nice up here. It should be so nice. But I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I think I might just leave it exactly how it is, actually, unfortunately. And I'm going to put most of the trim back, because most of the trim can go back. I don't believe it blocks anything anymore. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm struggling to sort of do anything because, well, I'm running out of time. I don't want to get into anything big. I've at least put most of the interior back in the Skoda. basically all I need is really the false floor, and then it's set. And then to do the spare wheel, I need to do a bit more wiring. I need a bit more spare time and shove it all somewhere into the side. I haven't organised anything much really, because I'm still thinking about where I'm going to put things. I would like most things to be on shelves or on the wall, and I would like most of this to be free. And those shelves to really only have stuff I actually need often. So for example, all those spray cans, I don't want to just shove them on the table, that'd be annoying. I want to have a shelf for them somewhere. The old unit, it was so space constrained that it didn't matter. Like, it was just an instant give up, put stuff anywhere. Here, I actually have space. I have so much space. I've got so much space in that corner. Like, what am I going to put in that entire corner? I don't know yet. I don't know. What was nice is a landlord actually expanded this unit before I got it. And now, over here, I've got like this whole area for shelving. Really good idea. Because the old owners actually had shelving on the other side. So now there's 2 whole sides for shelving. Like, it's amazing. That is amazing. I have so much room, I'm actually struggling to fill it. Like, I don't know where to put stuff. I really don't know where to put stuff. It's getting quite late. It's 9:30 right now. I might just go home, sleep, and then tomorrow morning I can leave really early. And I'll probably be able to do more than now. I'm a bit out of ideas. I think I'm going to get shelving units, and I'm going to try and just build shelves. I've got tons of wood I brought, and I can bring more from the old unit. I've got more left over. I just don't want to go there, it's quite out of the way now. And I can also go to my old job, they always have pallets, I can just steal wood from there. So I can make a lot of shelving myself, but I would rather get a bunch of those racking, yeah. And it's actually really cheap. It's just, I don't want to spend 100, 200 pounds on that kind of stuff right now, and I've got other projects and I really need to start making money somehow. This is not going to make money for a very long time. This car, this Peugeot being sold, that's finally sending money in my pocket. But I don't want to start working on it yet, I want to get that done. What I might quickly do is listen out for all that weird noises in the engine bay. And also, my coolant just disappears. So I did that, I did coolant flush. Since then, about once a week, it'll go beep beep beep, coolant low. It is completely empty. I put another like 2 litres in, a litre at least. And then again in a weekly. A really complicated plastic end that just sticks all to it. And the whole way down, so by the time you get it up, you haven't no good. That's about halfway. Perfect. Started putting all halfway, not max, like a lot of people do, because it's really easy to overfill. I've overfilled a few engines. It's quite easy to overfill. I'm going to start it up and listen to this noise. Unlike my MX-5, it's really hard to get to anything with a stethoscope, even a really long stethoscope. It wasn't making the sound at all, and the AC compressor seems slightly scratchy, but it's not anything too bad. Well, I think I'm going to go now. I don't think there's much for me to do here. I think I just need to sleep, and tomorrow I can do a lot more. I'm very tired and I'm very frustrated today. There was a lot of frustrating things happened. I brought a sofa. There bin. I brought a sofa. Hello, it's another day in the unit. I don't know how I'm going to format this. I think I'm going to put everything into one video, even though it's multiple projects. But I'm just going to put everything into one. Right now I'm going to continue what I was doing yesterday, which is clean up. Try and organise things somewhat. The thing is, I've ordered 3 whole shelving units, some cheap AliExpress ones, but I have one of them at home. They're actually really good, about £20 each. Proper, like, nice racking. I'm going to have it probably on both sides of that door. And that's where most things are going to go. That's going to be like mostly permanent storage for a lot of stuff I don't use very often, which is most things really. This is going to have most of my frequented items. So anything I don't use frequently, I'm probably just going to leave unpacked. And if I require it, I'm just going to find it. For now, it's going to be a bit of a mess, and I'm going to leave it a bit of a mess. Right now, I'm going to get my new bin. I'm so excited to actually have a bin now. In a bag on the floor. I'm going to get that out. A few other tools I found around the house, so I actually have everything here now. And then the sofa. I have a sofa. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. And I'm going to be even more shy when my friend moves in. My friend, who I used to have my unit with, that's the reason I moved. He just had 4 cars there, and I couldn't use it at all. Just decided he's managed to get a unit like somewhere over there, basically. So he's going to be around. Luckily, he works. He's not going to be here usually when I'm here. Yay. Safety first. I got safety glasses and masks because I know I'm going to be doing a lot of rust stuff. At least I really hope to, and I really want to do a lot of rust prevention on my MX-5 and on the Skoda. Not on cars I'm going to sell. I can't be bothered right now. My one is not going to be a high standard because I don't have the money right now and I'm just trying to make money. So yeah. I would love to do full restorations of cars, but I just can't. It's not something you can do. It's really not profitable usually. Some epoxy. I'm going to be fixing something on this Skoda. What's great is unlike the old unit, where it was a 15-minute plus another 15-minute drive to a single Morrison's daily. That was it, in like a 20-mile radius. Here, there's a massive Tesco. One of the big Tesco extras. Like a 5-minute drive at most. It's great. So, I don't feel stranded. I can get things. Annoyingly, it's not a big enough Tesco that it has like tools and stuff. But it has decent stuff. It's got stuff. I kind of want to get this done ASAP so I can close the door and then I can speak a bit. I'm shy. I don't get how other people could just walk around in front of a camera. Like, how do you do it? Do you have I got this very cheap one from a friend. It's the 1st generation DJI Mavic Mini. It's not good, but I can get some cool shots with it at some point, hopefully. I've done very few things with it, and I don't really know how to control it yet properly, but it's fun. It sounds stupid on surface, I find out hopefully. Crazy one. Funnily enough, the plastic things are always like 50 quid, 20 quid, and this was only 15. That's better, it's metal. I'll get it. Oh, this thing. This took me 10 minutes to put in. Putting it in me way long to get out. Yeah. It's jammed in there. All the plastic keeps coming off. I'm not doing very well today. feet on it, and then I can use it. Just rest on the ground. I can just move the car back. I'm actually a really organised person. This is not how I want things to be, but for now, I think I'm just going to leave it like this because I have stuff coming. I've got racking coming on, I think it's Wednesday, yeah. I know the context is missing. The camera's in the wrong place. I'll move it. Like that. It's not wide angle enough, is it? It's the front facing camera from a phone. And video mode, you cannot use the wide angle for some reason. So, this is as much as you can get. And now you want me to see this, will you? This is what I mean. I'm blind. Stuff everywhere. Why did I have to put it in front of the workbench? Oh god, an idiot. Hello. There's a broom in the way. I bought this little organiser. It's actually really nice. I've got fuses here, rivets, and now I'm going to have a screw in here. I have a little area for each, and I've got the little separating pieces here. I think it's not very high quality, but it doesn't matter. It was like so cheap. These are usually like one of those things that are an absolute scam of like a B&Q. But yeah, that'd be really cheap. Really cheap. I can put screws here. Oh no. And I'll have to have them in these bags, but they're inevitably gonna get everywhere. So I'm very happy with that. I'm getting the other ones before they. I'm really surprised they stay in their bag. I'm kind of shocked. I might buy more of these actually. They're not convenient because it's not like a drawer, but it's just so cheap. And I can put it in a bin. This sofa has been to so many places, it's ridiculous. It's been to so many places. This has moved from house to fucking house to house. It's ridiculous. Come on. Where do we go? Where do we go? I have one remaining screw. I love that. I've organised things. Oh. Okay, now. This sofa will go there. Cock chair. Look at it. It doesn't fit at all. It's so small. There's so much room in this corner that I'm not using at all because it's awkward. You just can't really drive in there. So I need to do the time belt on this thing. I don't need to, but I want to. As It's the only thing that can really go, and it's the only thing I don't know when it's been done. This is a service vehicle, an HS service vehicle. It was a fire service vehicle. It's got still all the business cards. It went bankrupt basically, the company that had this. Somebody somehow bought it somewhere, I don't know the full story. They used an angle grinder to get the, this is ridiculous how much you're gonna... They used an angle grinder. You can see how badly this has been painted. Look at that. Basically, they couldn't get any of the old fire stuff off, so they painted it this horrible matte colour. You can literally scratch it off with your finger. What I'm going to eventually do, this is going to be a good practice car for me. I'm going to sand it. And I'm going to redo the whole paint of the car, eventually, at some point. It doesn't need to be done, this is just a... Come on. This is just a daily, and I don't care how it looks. But it's just a good practice vehicle, so that's what I'm going to use it for. Yeah. And it was well serviced, very obviously. The oil in it was very nice, good filters, even cabin air filter was nice and clean, like it was all nicely done. Obviously, so it's a service vehicle they showed. And it's done 101,000 miles when I got it, I think it's 103,000 now. And I've done an oil change myself and all that stuff, all the filters. Wow. Timing belts on these TDI CRs, they were known from factory to have bad belts on them, and they would just snap. They wouldn't stretch, they wouldn't tell you, they would just snap. Any belt can do that, but they usually stretch and you can tell because of sounds or mistiming. This engine has absolutely no issues, it runs beautifully. This is just preventative maintenance. And 100,000 miles is actually 20,000 miles too late if we go by this engine standards. These guys probably had it up to 80 and a bit over 80, I'm gonna guess. So they should have done it, but I don't know if they did. There's no markings to say that they did. And there's no service book that came with this. All I had was a V5. That's it. There's not a single bit of paperwork with this car. What's £400? But yeah. I think I might do a bit of cleaning as well. I've got the time for once. For once I've got the time to do things properly. Okay. It's one of those painful things where you need to get in to a front wheel drive car, and I know that's really common nowadays. I just hate front wheel drive cars. They are stupid. It doesn't make sense. The weight goes in the back. It doesn't feel good to drive. I don't like front wheel drive cars. But this is quite a good one, and it's actually technically a 4x4, even though the rear never activates during 99% of driving. It is technically a 4x4 on a Scout. Time to lift the car. Annoyingly. This one. Yeet. Annoyingly. The only jack right now is this one. It has done a lot of work. It's been trusty. It has got me out of a lot of situations. But it's not great. So I really want to get a better jack. I'm thinking of a scissor jack because I've given up on 2-piston. I really want to get a 2-piston flip, but I think I've sort of given up on it in this space. The kind of work I'm going to be doing anyways is not going to be usually suspension lock, I think. So I think a scissor lift is better. The only bad thing about it is they don't go very high, they take up a lot of space on the sides, but usually I'm going to be not on the sides of the car, so I think it'll be good. And a lot cheaper. And another problem is this place only has one phase, doesn't have 3 phase. And the converters for it cost billions. Oh, geez, okay. That was not good. What's happened? Nothing to hold it. Oh shit, my hands are black already, fuck's sake. One thing I did forget to bring with me is any ways to clean my hands, and I just wanted to have nothing in them. It's just empty. Oh, I actually finally have time to put like wheel and shit away. Copper paste on the hub. You ever see that? And clearly on the brakes as well. This thing's been better serviced than any car I've ever had. miles, by absolute miles. But I've ever seen to replace. This just looks ridiculous. Zara Coupe, which I thought was a tight car, had way more room than this. This is just, there's no room here. No, I'm gonna get you close. I'm gonna get you close to this action. Where the fuck do you start in this thing? Look at all this. They decided to put everything they could here. A million pipes. What doesn't help is there's actually extra pipes here for the siren, which does work. Just don't want to use it, but yeah, all that here. So, from the video, what I remember, you want to take the fuel filter out, which is hell. Like, why? But yeah, you want to take it out to get room. And you want to take the expansion tank out, which it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And I believe some of the stuff up here. Yeah, I don't actually know what any of these pipes are. I really don't. I'll figure it out though. Thing is, I don't like diesels. It's funny, I've worked on a lot of diesels, and most of my work I've ever done is on diesels. But I hate them. I hate them. I'm excited for the Peugeot because that is a petrol, so it's simpler. But it's a change-driven 1.6, which I didn't know they even made change-driven engines in 2009 that are so small. It's quite fun. From what I could see in the repair, it's a predecessor to the wet belt because you cannot take the side off. You need to like drop the whole thing from the top. It looks actually not too difficult. It's just insane. So yeah. So there's a lot of people here. I don't like that. I've heard a lot of noises. People have gone in and out around the units around me. So I'm not alone. But I've just watched quite a bit of video about how to do this. If I forget, I'm just going to have to stop the video and look at my phone. I've been thinking of how to do it, and right now I can't. This is the best way to record, but it is also the only thing that has internet. Firstly, the car is not high enough. Secondly, it's a 12. What's really worrying is I have a coolant leak. Don't know where from. I can't find it. Let me show you. There's coolant on everything. Everything is pink because I put Model 1 very pink coolant, which is quite nice because it makes it very obvious that there's a coolant leak. I can't figure out where this one comes from. I'm not sure. Where could it be coming from? Oh, I see it really up. I see it up the top. It's coming from somewhere at the top. I can see a ton of it up there. I can hear it. Genuinely, it might just be this pipe. I can hear it when I do that. Wherever that's leaking, I can hear it. A million screws. It's actually at least well held in. I've had many that I've clipped in and it's just impossible to keep them in. Screws are way better than clips. I still haven't figured out a good way to organise this. Oh, what is it? This thing's long. What is it? Hold on. I don't know. Oh, nothing. Okay. Oh god. Covered in shit now. I can go somewhere where it can be stepped on. Oh my god. This is awesome. I love it. There's as bad as it. Leaves, shed around. Putting these in is always fun. full of crap. Okay. I must have missed the screw. I did. Vacuum time. Engine. Oh. That looks really rusty. Doesn't look fun. Not at all. This car's actually pretty rust free. I don't know why. The crankshaft bolts are really rusty for some reason. About a million leaves. I think there's a nest of some sort. That looks like a nest. That looks like some sort of nest. Something along those lines. That is your classic cause of rust. There's actually a drain plug behind all that dirt, so all the water can't get out. Luckily, it's not rusted yet. And the drain plug, if I take it out, come on, get out, come out. Looks really clean behind it. It looks mint. Okay, I'll put it back. There we go, so it doesn't. It keeps doing what it's meant to do. Cool. There's a lot of, I think, anti-rust stuff here, but whatever. Eventually it's going to eat through. 16. This is a 16. Well, I thought so. Okay, which way does this undo? This way? Yes. This way. There we go. That was all about. Off. What the fuck are we stuck on? That's later. There we go. Got a long one. What's the condition? What's the condition? Oh, this has been changed recently. Not a single crack. Yeah, this is a really nice belt. I got a new one anyways, but this is a really nice belt. It still has most of the markings on it. It's a Daco. I think. There we go. It is a 10. Yes. Oh, okay. They're not that rusty. These bolts are actually really good condition underneath. Yeah, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. They just look a bit rusty. They're really hot. All of this is really hot now, isn't it? Ooh. So I've never had a car where this comes off first. I usually have them where they're all in one. And an actual good looking damper. Something I've had to replace a lot of times with my cars. You like to go and leave them rust. Now there's a bunch of T30s. I'm gonna run out of recording space. And I don't have a good way to transfer video footage off of this because I have a MacBook and this is a Samsung. You know. Okay. Fuel lines you just undo and then they just get out of the way and then you take the whole fuel for a start, I believe. This expansion tank comes straight out. And that's why you should empty the coolant system, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it. It's so cool like that. These are the most annoying little clamps on earth. But this thing works quite well, so I'm undo that. I don't think anyone's touched any of this ever. Doesn't look like it at least. These ones are going to be fun because they can rip, and if they rip, I'm out of luck. Or they can snap, or the whole thing can snap. Yeah, these are just problematic. I should find new ones. I could also use. Oh, somebody's been in here. There's Jubilee clips on this. They're not meant to be Jubilee clips. Well, if Jubilee clips have not leaked all this time, I might just break this, as it's already half broken. Yeah. This is a diesel as well. Oh, fuck's sake. Why did they do this? This is really annoying. It's like they have to undo these, and this is a diesel, so you need pressure. You can't just undo it. I'm very suspicious that the leak has something to do with this. Is this the water pump? No. Some sort of pulley comes here, but the cover just is held on by a clip. You fucking what? That's insane. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. It's just a little peep. Okay. Okay. Hello. Actually ran out of storage, so I just deleted a bunch of stuff. And I didn't realise when it happened, so I'm trying to undo the diesel pump. Diesel filter, which then goes to the diesel pump, figure out which one goes where. And getting air, I realised afterwards, getting air into this is really bad. Because it's a mechanical pump on these and it will die. If there's too much air, it just won't pump and you're out of luck. Sometimes these have a little thingy you can squeeze. I've seen it on older cars, but I think this is too modern for that. Or maybe it has something. Maybe it has something somewhere I don't know about. Whatever the fuck that is. But what I've done, plugged one with a plastic clip, plugged this end, the male end, with a little thingy of plugs. It's very useful to have these. After spilling litres of brake fluid on the ground, those are worth it. So now I can undo the next one. Which is always fun. Ooh, that one just snapped. It's gone. See, if the other one snapped like this, it would have been so much easier. There we go. Yeah, it just completely came off. I love that. Beautiful. So somebody's already undone two of these, and these are the lines that go to the fuel tank. So something's happening along that way, and these just snapped. They just snapped. Snap right off. Just get a flathead in between the surface of the pipe I'm trying to take off and the male end, and eventually it likes to let go, usually. This one's on there. This one is on there. Wow, I might need a small flathead for this. Oh, that one's shot out, that one's shot out. I'm not ready at all for this. This one shouldn't be too bad because this is a return line. There we go. Plugged. No, it's not plugged. For some reason this is bigger. This one's bigger. It's still leaking. There we go. Plugged and plugged. Cool. I think that one is bigger because it doesn't have a clip anymore on it. Yeah. That one I didn't expect it to just go suddenly, and it did go suddenly. Well, I should have expected that, shouldn't have I? Nope. So that's that. I'll quickly get a end piece on the male end as well. Cool. Little condom. This one's going off really easy. I'll get the thing ready now. That one had no fuel in it. I'm guessing that's the return line. So this one's going to be the one that's going to spew a bunch of fuel out, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I've already depressurized it by doing that. Yeah, probably have. Oh, and yeah, there's no fuel in it. Okay, cool. That's bad. That's going to be interesting. I think it might run really rough. As long as there's enough for the pump to keep drawing more. We'll see. It'll be interesting. We will see. So now these can get out of the way. These need to come out of the way. And I'm going to plug those as well because it's bad to get anything inside the lines. Absolutely anything is bad. So you can plug them. Might not look like anything could get in there, but it can. It definitely can. It's bad for the engine. Even though this is, well, one or two of them are after the 242 of them before. I actually have a really good problem putting this one on for some reason. Is it a bigger size? Nope. Just don't want to go on for the we got this one. There we go. Very tightly one go on. So now I should be able to take these out. This neck, it's just a 10mm. Move that out of the way. A lot of stuff to move out of the way. Connector for that can go out of the way. Oh god, I think I'm going to need my light now. Hard to see. It's almost 8. I'm going to be doing this for a long time today. I know already. Okay, that's those done. And we're running out of space here. Cool. I'm just going to have to figure out which ones should be later. I could leave them in, but I don't want to. Just get them out of the way, which is good. It's brimmed. Fucking hell. Full, completely full. I can remove the filter. Where's the extension? There. Luckily, everything here seems to be a 10. No. Okay, every single bolt here is a different length as well, which is just criminal. I find that criminal. These are not magnetic, which you don't know. There we go, fuel filter. I'm going to put the bolts exactly where I got them from. I probably shouldn't be using an impact, but I am. Get rid of it. There we go. One more. Two bolts. Wow, this is tight. There we go. This whole thing is off now. This whole thing is off. My skin's burning in a few areas, and I'm sure it's because I've touched these window areas. It's not good for your skin. It's not great. Oh, there's fuel leaking. God knows why. I guess my mechanism didn't work that well, did it? Okay, can you just, all of this stay here? My knees zip tight. This can now come out this way, and that needs to come out there. I might do it here. Water's going to come down. Put this at the top of the mount. The engine mount, like they really went, let's attach everything to it. So that when you need to do the time work, you have to do the time work. Oh, this is almost empty, it's great. I might have to undo it, it's pretty better if I do. It's better if I do. Let's do it properly. Let's do things properly here. It's got that whiteness to it that plastic has when it's about to break. So yeah, that's annoying. There we go. Gone forever. Oh, that's actually pretty excessive. It's not too bad. Yep, both of those gone. Now, I'm guessing fucking hell, I need to like calm down. I need to put stuff away. Shouldn't be here. This, yes, it needs a pipe to come out. A pipe needs to come out first. Well, first actually. In the videos, they never take it out, and I'm also not going to take it out. So yeah, you can just place it there. Ta-da! This can also move that way. Or you go in this way. Like that. And then boom, you have a straight shot at the engine mount, which you cannot see. A little magnetic rod. Little Rodney here like this. Super useful. You just ta-da! Oh. Says countless hours. So this cover is not being held on by much, it's just little clips. That there. Oh yeah, that's it. Wow. That cover is just held on by a few clips. Any dating on this? But it looks good, I'll be honest. No flock. Ooh. Don't know what that is. It tells you on the cover the torque spec of what? The tensioner. 20 nanometers, Newton meters, plus 45 degrees. Do you know what? I love German engineering. I think German cars are better. I think they're better. I think they're a bit better. So, this is not showing very well, is it? I'm gonna mark. There's a little line on this, the back. It's really hard to see when you're putting it on. So I'm gonna mark where that is so I can then line it on top of that sensor before I do anything. About in the middle. Cool. I've got my little mark there. It came in a pre-cracked box and I don't know where anything fits. I'm gonna have to do some research. Research time. So I've just looked at a bit more of the video. There is a timing mark. I'm actually not sure if there's one on the pump, on the fuel pump, but that actually does need to align. That needs to stay in sync. And there's a timing mark actually at the bottom. There's a nice little arrow. You can see that. Now that needs to point generally up, which means it's, because it's pointing down, it's probably one turn out. So if I turn it one more time, I think it'll be in time. And then there's a locking pin location on the left there. And this one also has one on the left. And that is it. That is it. That's what you're meant to use to lock that hole there at the back. I know it's not one of these. Nope, it's one of those back there. Weird. I can see both of them. Okay, cool. So with this engine you don't need the big gearing things. All you need is their little pins. I use these little pins. Yes, I know I could just use bolts, anything, but I like to get a proper tool. And this was really cheap, it was £4. Oh, very cheap. These both look the same to me. I think they are the same. Tiny bit more this way. That should align now. That should totally align now. There we go. Locked. Woo! Now this somewhere has a hole on the right, I think. Oh, there it is. It's in the corner. Okay. Jeez, okay. Well, they are holding the inside engine up. That makes sense. Okay, good. Loose. Loose. Okay, should it do this? Cool. The engine is still holding, so good. Big ass bolts. Engine mount that I should have replaced now. I've taken it out because it's got cracks in it. Oh, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. There's no cracks in it. See that? It looks like cracks. Ooh, it's starting. It's starting, but it looks pretty healthy. That's a good looking engine. It's very soft. Oh, it's a diesel. You don't want to feel any of it. Okay. Okay. Nice. Loose. I finally managed to take out the mount. It took eons. So, a friend of mine came here, so I didn't record part of it because I'm embarrassed. But he actually does the same thing I do. What I have done is taken out all the old pulleys. Some of them, not all of it looks like it's been replaced because it all looks pretty new, but none of it looks good. So I think it's cheap parts because they don't align, and the actual tensioner is completely different. But my one is definitely correct because I used the VIN of the car, so it must be correct unless this has a different engine. But I've managed to take it all off. And yeah, I was actually just cleaning in the meantime while we were chatting. Oil cap, fill cap, that had so much stuff in it, you know. It's a good thing to clean all these things. What I'm going to now start doing is putting in the new one. I also took the water pump out, that was nice and easy. And if I get a light, where is there a light? There's a light. You can see that. That's alright. It's alright in there. Yeah, it doesn't seem to use a gasket to seal, which is something new to me. It uses just the O-ring to seal, and these were a pain to take out. You have to use them. They're actually studs. You have to use 2 nuts, tighten them really hard, and then undo it. It's a pain. But it's now time to put the new pulleys in. Oh, new water pump first, then it's new pulleys, and then I'm ready to start putting things together. It's gonna take forever, and I kind of want to do it today. It's already 11:30. But I really want to get it done today, so I'm gonna keep going. This is replaced with inferior parts that are already falling apart. That's just what happens when you get shit parts. And the water pump they replaced it with is plastic. The original was metal, and the one I'm putting in is metal. And yeah, as I said, one of the tension is just completely different. Like, it's a completely different design. There's actually like different hooks on it, and I'm surprised that would work. I'm gonna guess they got the one for the wrong engine. Or it might turn out I got the wrong one, but I really should have the correct one. Yeah, there's some sort of gasket material around this that I guess cleaned already. I don't know. I don't see. Where's this going? There it is. Well, that single O-ring is meant to do it. I might use some of my stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some of my special stuff I have. I bought this special stuff. Really on the time actually, but I use it for everything. Loctite 5923. It's a liquid sealant you can put on anything. I'm going to use it. I don't want to leak. I should use a brush for this. So you meant to do it, but I'm not going to. Oh my god. That's a lot of this. I don't think I need that much. It's everywhere. But yeah, you just lightly apply it on, not the O-ring actually, you want to apply it on this surface. So that if it ever gets past the O-ring, this will stop it. And it's a permanently liquid sealant, it stays liquid forever. Basically Marmite. That's how I see this, it's basically Marmite. Interesting. So, it's only 15 Newton meters for the water pump, which is very little, I find. And I'm going to use my little torch for that. There we go. Okay. Cool. All tightened to 15. There's more. So, I'm going to bring the box up now because we're ready. We're ready. So there are those. Tensioner goes last. I'll do the 2 bolts to them. So this one I remember goes down here. Maybe this one took a million years for me to get out. So start with these by hand. This one goes in like this. And it's got blue thread locker pre-applied, which is what made it so difficult to get out. And it also makes it difficult to get out. Okay. I've got another one. There goes here. That one goes in very easily. And it sort of bottoms out. I don't think it needs to be tightened too much. But I'm glad I have fun doing that. Because it's not easy. You need 2 tendrils. I need 2 nuts for this, really. So, maybe it's the other way around. Yeah. Cool. going to tighten it on there, and then have fun. Then I have plenty of fun. This one first. This one. I feel like I should do. Make it so I can ratchet it closed. No, I want to do this for them. Yeah, because that makes it really easy if I just get this in here like this. And get this in. Cool. Now, I don't know which pulley goes where. Actually, I do know where the tiny one goes. The tiny one goes over here on the right. She tied everything. Yeah. I don't remember the torque specs. So we get tiny pulley, mini little baby pulley, which goes I don't know which direction. It looks identical in both directions, so I'm gonna guess it doesn't matter. No cracks. No cracks. Thank you. Burning quality to it. So I've just done the tension on all of them. It was basically just 10 on the small ones, and then 37, so I did 40 because it's the lowest my big torque wrench goes to. So I have this gap between 40 and 20 I don't have a torque wrench for. Which was this one, plus 90-degree turn, idle. And then the last one on the left is tensioner, which is which is 20 Newton meters, and then a 45-degree angle, which is not a lot. It's very specific, but it's not a lot. And that's that left. Things invented by humanity. Genuinely. It's amazing. There we go, nice and tight. Now I can safely keep this all really tense along the way. Make sure this isn't tight with this. Make sure this is all the time basically. Make it more or less. That's more. That's the least I think I can do is in this corner. Now I need to somehow get it over the top of this. It's not going to be easy, is it? It's not even aligning up here. A bit more. Wow, this is one of the most difficult time belts I've ever had to do. Genuinely. Right now, it's just beating it. So, to be honest, I've always struggled with these. These are always a pain. Like in videos, they always do them so fast, and they're always a pain. But the way this goes is he actually puts this on, and he leaves the crankshaft pulley last, which to some degree, I guess, because it's adjustable, but also how. Because my problem is it never wants to stay on any of this. Here. But it would if I had something to secure it. So if I secure it there, that'll be good. Oof. Oh my god. Yeah, I would make sure you can press this down. Well, you can break that. That was insane. That was very difficult. I still hate how much this is in. It should be further out. We'll see what happens once it spins. Maybe I can pull it out and I spin it. Loose timing. Yep. And you press it down. As you press it down, you tension it. Very little slack there. No slack here. Right, I'm adding tension basically. But it should be there. From memory. I way that should be the correct amount of temperature, so I'm hoping I need to do it at the same time, which is crazy. It's very different to what I've used before. Yeah. By the way, no tension there. I shouldn't spread there. Okay, there's gonna go. Cool, that's that. Done. Now, 45 degrees. 1, 2. There. This is what a unmaintained, uncleaned throttle body looks like. Look at that. Nice to get cleaned. This is what a caked intake looks like. Oh, that looks yummy in there. Mm-hmm. Cromulent. Beautiful.
I think you get like a gasket kit.
Yeah. And then it's leaking back there. There we go. That's where the gasket is leaking. Which is actually quite common. Seems to be quite common. I saw a few Reddit posts about that one. Clean the old one up nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. Hello. Back again. It's the next week. I'm using a old camera that I found. And I'm trying to get it to work. Took ages to set it up because none of the SD cards I have want to work with it. But it's the next week. I've brought stuff. Stuff for cleaning cars. Polisher. Compressor with a bunch of compressor bits. Microwave because I have one. And shelving. And also the timing belt, timing chain for that car has come. But I'm probably not going to be doing that because I'm just going to wait till I have the clutch. I'm going to do it all at the same time, I think. So I'm going to leave that be. I might clean it today because another thing I brought a vacuum. I've got a vacuum and a wet vac as well. So, right now, it's just boiling. It's like 30 degrees, it's just boiling. This is in the UK, it's unbearable. So I've been very slow, but I've managed to build 2 shelves here and a third one here, because it could fit there, but I just thought it'd be really inconvenient getting behind the door. So I'll probably put really irrelevant stuff behind the doors. And then what I've done is I've built the compressor, which came with a broken one of these. It doesn't matter because the needle still works, it's just the glass on it was broken, so I had to readjust the needle, but it works now. It's nice and quiet, which is going to be good for recording, quieter than the other one I had. The only thing I did is I made a mistake and I didn't get any of these. This is literally the only one that came with it, and it only came with this, and it's useless because I don't have the actual quick connectors. So I need to buy 2 quick connectors for the 2 hoses I have. PTFE tape because I don't have that, so it just leaks tons. And I need to buy 4 of these quick connectors for all the other tools. So things I forgot to get. Also, I'm still not 100% sure I'm going to mount these, but I'm thinking for now I'll just screw screws into here and I'll just hang them on stuff, because all of these have little hangers on them. Well, to be honest, apart from this one, but the others have little hangers on them, so I think it won't be too bad if I just hang them. But yeah, these actually look really good, especially this paint gun. This looks really nice. It's got tons of adjustability, and the manual is actually very good for this. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to paint with it. And I got a little rust tool, which is really nice for removing rust. I've seen these in action before for the air hammer, so that's really nice. We'll see how that works in the future. And obviously the normal air hammer tools that you get. Tons of trash, and yeah, it's been ages. It's just taking forever. I'm so exhausted from the heat. Still have the microwave to put somewhere. Still have all of this to organise. I'm going to put it all on the shelves. I'm going to definitely do that today. I've got the vacuum to unpack still, which is here, and then I've got all the cleaning stuff and the polishers and stuff. But no, this I'm just going to put on a shelf basically. I believe that's everything, and then here I've got the timing kit for the Peugeot, but that's just going to stay there. Take that out of there. Also, this car somehow has decided to get covered in webs. I mean everywhere. A billion spiders have just started to get in this car. It's crazy. So the unit is now super clean. Took forever. Now I'm gonna vacuum this thing. It's a spider infestation and also just a mess. Look at that dude. I can fully recommend using steam to remove, what is this called? Film. It just gets it right off. As soon as you get a little corner of it, you apply steam in front of it and it gets it right off. And I'm not even using a good steam machine, I'm using a household steam machine that's about 10 years old and it still works. So yeah. He's gone. R34. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this. The unit is now nice and organised. Everything has its place, finally. And I've cleaned both cars as well. Got the compressor. I will mount all those little bits later. Really good vacuum from Lidl. It has the blow function as well. It's insanely powerful. And it's a wet vac as well, which is just nice. It's 20 quid actually. It's quite good. Got all the cleaning stuff, the polisher and everything for future. And obviously the shelving that I built. So yeah, that's that.